good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. So with Jordan on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Ilyasova, Baker out there with Allen, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Kelly Zykis in at the 3. And for Indiana, they've got T.J. McConnell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs. And the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And so here is Indiana. McConnell passes to Edwards. Back to McConnell. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Baker. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game.
So much experience behind the game of Ersan Ilyasova. That's just a smart pass.
Now here's Edwards. 33 points last game. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Towns. His last outing with 20 points. And stolen by Ilyasova. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That ain't right. Man, I can't even tell. Pass and screen away. They ain't rotating.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's McConnell. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
Good information, D.A. Thanks. It'll be interesting to see which steps they take to accomplish their goal.
And guys, getting any kind of rhythm going offensively, I think would be a win against that defense.
Yeah, if you build the confidence early on, that'll go a long way. If you don't, wow, this could be a long one.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Pacers trail by 16.
Now, something that stands out about the Bucks is their versatility in their offensive package. I mean, you use penetration, you shoot the 3. You know, whatever it takes to beat a good defense. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Time for your Indiana Estates, everyone. Let's get excited.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Kirilenko's checked in.
And let's review some numbers for Zubats. He's around 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
And Brent, what would you say is the secret to the Bucks' deep offensive arsenal?
Well, it's a variety of talents that they have on the floor. It's just a combination of guys who want to move the ball, want to move their bodies, and then you get the ball to Giannis and you get out of the way.
Knocked away. Passes it to McConnell. And here's Edwards from the arc. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 23. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? The highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. Here's Towns. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now here's Leonard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Launches it, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Edwards. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting the ship.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And they're on the break.
Post up, Andre.
Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's McConnell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's tipped, and they get it back. Leonard, no luck. Milwaukee in total control. Here's Kirilenko, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. And that one is hammered home.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Towns wide open, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Fires for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Launches a three, hits it from three-point range. Kirilenko's got 14 points for the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To end the cold streak, and Towns the bucket on the assist by McConnell.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Here's Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ilyasova with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Didn't think that was going to go in. Allen's got 19 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Now the Bucks moving it up. Allen leading the charge.
Excellent on both ends of that. That play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Baker, and another three for Milwaukee.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Edwards. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Kirilenko, right through the D for the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
McConnell kicks to Towns. Pass to Zubac. Now the Bucks moving it up. From deep, Ilyasova. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
McConnell passes to Edwards. Outside Leonard. Here's McConnell. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Nesmith, and it's Nembhard in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Baker kicks to Ilyasova. Lets the three fly. Trains the three-pointer. Ilyasova's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bucks. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
And three from Jordan. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The pass to Nesmith. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Towns. And another three for Milwaukee.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Stolen by O'Neal. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Nembhard. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Mathurin. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando. Here's Nesmith, and the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Nailed from three-point land. O'Neal's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Tipped away. Stolen by O'Neal. Green taking his time here. And another three for Milwaukee.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Here's Towns. The rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Jordan. Buried from 15 feet out. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution.
At its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Inside. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Yeah, Ilyasova will sneak up on you sometimes and throw him down like that.
Here's Nemhard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Towns for three. Green with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Nemhard, the pass to Towns. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Making. Oh,
man.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And so here is Indiana. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Ilyasova passes to Baker. Basket good. Baker's got 32 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. To the inside. And it's Towns missing. And so Green will bring it up for Milwaukee. And a wide open look for Jordan. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Poked away. Stolen by O'Neal. Right side, Jordan. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Nembhard the pass to Towns. Here's Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 to shoot. Nesmith. Green with the block. Here's Jordan. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Passes to Nwora, and Jordan sends it back. Here's Baker, and the rejection by Towns. And here's Jordan outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Here's Towns to halt the run. Nesmith can't get it to go. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Edwards looking it over from the arc. Rebound Bogut.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From past the arc, the three-pointer is right on target. Bogut's got his first 3 points of the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Milwaukee in total control. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Towns, a screen on Ilyasova. Leonard kicks to McConnell. Puts up a three. That one doesn't go. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Kirilenko. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
And it's Mathurin missing. Bogut against Towns. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogut's got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And
can they get it? Drills it from outside.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Baker with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Edwards can't hit.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's the pass to Mathurin. 13 feet away. The rebound by Baker.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
It's blocked. Here's Baker, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Edwards. Towns, the screen. Edwards can't hit.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back. He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
passes it to Towns. It's stolen by Bogut. There's the three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And really sharp mechanics on the jumper there by Bogut. Can't exactly leave him alone from there.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, you guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity ultimately in the pick and rolls is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, folks. First off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
If this is the field for the three-point contest, man, it's going to be lots of fun. All of these guys can go on long runs.
Yep, that's what determines it, getting hot at the right time.
Now, looking at the first half of play in our featured game, what a disaster it's been for the Indiana Pacers.
They need to give more energy.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Indiana with it. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis and Ilyasova make up the forwards. Baker out there with Baker, and it's Jordan in at the center. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Baker, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. And another three for Milwaukee.
3 points. Well, there's nothing really you can do now. I mean, Giannis is drilling threes. That's the shot you want him to take.
McConnell passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Baker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
For Milwaukee, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Michael Jordan. Here's McConnell.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Kicks it out to Leonard. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Baker with the bucket.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
McConnell kicks to Towns. Pass to Leonard. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Leonard has has the ball in his hands a ton, and those are some big hands. Comfortable handling the rock and making plays.
This one for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Got a piece of it. Pushing it up. Here's Baker, and another one falls.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Hit his foot, and it's whistled a kick. The Pacers making a change here. Nembhard's checked in.
Andrew Nembhard.
The pass to Leonard. Lets a floater go. Another steal. Baker, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Giannis. It's good. Giannis has got 5 points now this quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Indiana moving it around. Zubac's the pass to Nembhard. Indiana again missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Lets it go from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
On offense here, the Bucks. Shoots the three, connects from three-point range. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And he makes that one. Baker's got 52 points.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
Here's Nembhard. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Baker, and another basket for Milwaukee.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Nembhard, the pass to Leonard. Towns dishes to Edwards. Shot clock at 5, and it's blocked. Here's Baker. Edwards defending. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Nobody near Leonard, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 3, and Ilyasova gets the 3. Ilyasova's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And here's Leonard from 3. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
The loudest section, there can only be one. And they're getting shirts. Let's find those fans. Substitution on the court.
Looking now at some numbers for Ersan Ilyasova. Allen surveying the D. The three. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Nwora. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The shot no good by Duarte.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Down low, Nwora, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense.
Oh! Whoa. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Neesmith can't get it to go. For three, and again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
To stop the run, the rebound by the Bucks.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Allen outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He is beyond red hot right now. I'm not sure they have a way to slow him down.
Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Kalaitzakis, and another three for Milwaukee.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Ilyasova in the post, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
When Ilyasova gets things going and has that feeling, he can surprise you with some big offensive games.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had.
Please give a big round of applause.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
4-3.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Daniel Tice. Hill is out there with Neesmith. And it's Nora in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Neesmith. Denial. And he gets it back. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. He swipes the ball away again.
Steal after steal. He's been everywhere.
Oh, he's on a historic pace. Greg, he's approaching third most steals for a game. Hill passes Duarte. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Knocks it loose. And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And the Pacers with possession here. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Pacers ball.
Here's Neesmith. And it's Tice in the corner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that should be taken.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Here's Hill. It's deflected. Now here.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Nora. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And the foul on Chris Duarte. That's his first foul. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh, man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would...
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Passes it to Duarte. It's back to Hill. Here's Nora, defended by Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Allen. 4-on-3 break. Pulls up. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Allen. Allen's got 6 assists now in the game. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter, nabbing another steal.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it, and he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game. Here's Nwora, defended by Ilyasova. Passed it to, and another steal for him.
He's stolen his way.
Look at that.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Goes up, and Allen slams it in.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
To the paint, here's Ilyasova.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Milwaukee. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
The shot no good by Duarte. Milwaukee's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Indiana's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Now the pass to Tice. Here's Nwora. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Kalaitzakis, and he banks in the layup. Kalaitzakis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And, Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Nwora can't get it to go.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Towns, he's checked in for the Pacers. They get a hand on it. And it's the Bucks on the break. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
You have to admire the fact that Holiday never plays outside of himself, at least not there. That shot was well within the offensive game plan. He rises up and sinks it.
Towns, Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Towns. Indiana again missing. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making overt or abrupt or abnormal non-basketball moves. Brent, what'd you think of that?
Well, there are some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
Poked loose. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
Let's show them what we got. Yes, sir.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is
the previous play is under review.
Than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator, and the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Andrei Kirilenko's checked in for the Bucks. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
6 on the shot clock. Marte passes to Towns. Indiana again missing. Milwaukee has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Drills the three-pointer.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
To the inside, a fader. It's deflected.
Ilyasova, with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
On the court for the Pacers, Ivica Zubac.
stolen by Kirilenko. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They lead. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
For this, fans, your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
Here's Baker. That's good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous is this team?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, the basketball players. And for the most part, we're having fun.
Always more fun when you win, man. Congrats. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.